This is a video of written script about the story of Mac Brown's handball story. When listening to the story by Mac Burns named Handball, by practicing deep responsive listening and watching the video, I remained silent, attentive, and was open to emotion. A fifth grader who uses a wheelchair, Mac, and his friends devising a method to play a handball with a friend in a wheelchair was an inspiring story. They tested bin lids, tennis rackets, and plastic lids until they found that they could play with a crazy catch board fastened to his chair. Their success and inventiveness made being marginalized a part of them. This solution was the best part for me because it was provided by the children themselves. It showed how the young ones can act equitably by collectively working together and reaching solutions, which places it in line with Velde principle that educators should foster conditions in which every child can contribute significantly. This inclusion, which was peer-driven, was a so of the Salamanca statement, vision of schools that are diverse and where innovation thrives due to collaboration. The change in Mac to the side of limitation to mutual success was seen in the elaboration in his voice when he talked about being involved in the game. My understanding of privilege and agency influenced my listening. I observed that the narrative honored peer creativity and did not comment much on adult or institutional support, teachers, resources, and policies that support inclusion. That silence was bringing back memories of systematic gaps that educators commonly have to deal with. For example, limited funding or planning time. It is as important to know what I did not hear and also what I saw. It also makes me critical as to those whose voices are silenced and how structures are capable of supporting or blocking involvement. I was also emotionally motivated and optimistic. The compassion that was shown by the children was the connection that is created through the experience rather than sympathy and pity, which Breen Brown calls connection. Hearing it in that light has only increased my admiration of the agency of children and the role of the educator to scaffold said agency in a safe manner. As a prospective teacher, I will use this understanding to create opportunities that will empower the students to develop solutions to the barriers they observe. This practice is in line with the Convention on the Rights of Persons with Difficult Disabilities, which conceptualizes children as persons with rights and the capacity to make decisions that would impact their lives. In the end, after listening to the story Mac told, I was once again reassured that inclusion should start with listening to one another. Through this kind of listening, we create a sense of belonging and identity and take action to drive out inequity. I aspire to keep listening to the personal narrative as well as to the overall system changing empathy to advocacy in any classroom I find myself in. Thank you.